We are considering a magnetic field. Okay, the topic is helical motion of charge. Helical. There is a charge. We are considering a magnetic field, and there is a charge. This is uniform magnetic field. Up to this time, we were talking about the perpendicular magnetic field, 90 degree. All magnetic field were 90 degree. That's why we are considering only y component, that is sine theta. We are not considering the cos theta, that is x component. We are not considering that. But here, it is making an angle. It is not 90 degree. Movement of charge is making an angle. The angle is theta. It's not 90 degree. So here we need to consider the component v cos theta and v sin theta. Both component we need to consider. So I am splitting it. This is v. This is v. So I am splitting it into two. One is v cos theta, one is v sin, other is v sin theta. One is perpendicular, v sin theta. One is horizontal, v cos theta. This v sin theta, this is perpendicular force. We already discussed the effect of that force. The perpendicular force, the perpendicular velocity, if the magnetic field and velocity is perpendicular, the angle is 90 degree and qvb, that is a equation. It will produce a circular motion, right, which we have discussed in the previous one. If the magnetic field and velocity is perpendicular, the charge will be rotating. So this v sin theta will produce a circular motion. At the same time, we cannot avoid the effect of v cos theta. This v cos theta will produce, it is the angle is 0 degree here. So but there is a velocity v cos theta. So this v cos theta will produce an linear movement for this charge, and the v sin theta will be producing a circular motion. So the movement will be like this, helical, right? The Fm equal to qeb sin theta, and this movement will happen here because rotation because of v sin theta and horizontal movement because of v cos theta. So this is the reason for the helical motion of of a charge in a uniform magnetic field if the charge is moving by making an angle theta with the magnetic field. So let us write it. A charge of q is moving with the velocity of v in a magnetic field b. Velocity is making an angle theta with the magnetic field. Y component of velocity v sin theta make the charge to rotate, and x component of velocity v cos theta will make the charge to move in a straight line. As a result, the charge will move in helical path. The distance between two circles, here it is lots of circles, right? Distance between two circles, it is known as pitch of the helical path. Okay, distance between two, pitch is the horizontal distance between two consecutive circles. This is xyz axis, and there is a charge. This is our magnetic field along x axis. So the movement will be like this. Okay, the movement is like this, three-dimensional. So distance between these two circles, it is pitch. Distance between these two circles, it is pitch. Distance between these two circles, consecutive circle, that is called pitch. It will be the movement of the charge. Now we are going to derive an expression for pitch. Pitch means is a distance, right? Pitch is distance. So we can give a name x because it is along x axis. X equal to distance. There is an equation for distance, velocity to time. Here the velocity, reason for this horizontal movement, it is cos theta. So we can write v cos theta into time, but we don't know the time. The circular motion is because of sine component. So we are considering sine component. Fm equal to sine component. Okay, so because of this sine component v sin theta, there is a rotation. If there is a rotation, there will be a centripetal force, mv square by r. Fm we are giving qvb sin theta because time period is because of rotational motion. Rotational motion is because of the sine component. qvb sin theta is equal to mv square by r. This we also I am changing, mv square sin square theta by r. mv square sin square theta by r. We can cancel the sin theta. We can cancel v also. One v will be remaining here. It will be qb equal to mv sin theta by r. Okay, from here v equal to qbr by m sin theta. Okay, we need to find the time period, right? For finding time period, we need omega. Then only we can take 2 pi by omega time period. So we are finding omega from this equation, v equal to r omega. Okay, here V equal to r omega. Just compare these two equations. V equal to QBR by m sin theta, V equal to r omega. Here one r is there. Here also one r is there. So omega will be equal to QB by m sin theta. Omega equal to QB by m sin theta. Time period T is equal to 2 pi by omega. So we are substituting this one. T equal to, I am writing directly, T equal to this QB by m sin theta will become in denominator. So it will be reciprocal. It will be 2 pi m sin theta by QB. This is the equation for time period. First step is substitution. X equal to, we are substituting this value in this equation. X equal to, it will be V cos theta only. Instead of this time, we can give this time period 2 pi m sin theta by QB. Here you can see 2 cos theta sin theta. 2 sin theta cos theta, it is sin 2 theta. So the final equation will be x pitch equal to pi mv sin 2 theta by QB.